This is my review on 2005 Elektra. And I'm reviewing this movie again because how do I explain this? This movie blows. Mostly because this movie is edited really short and out in the... It doesn't feel like a movie, it feels one of those, straight to TV movies, and not something that went to the theaters. And also the character Elektra doesn't get fleshed out enough. None of them really do. But they do a better job than Wonder Woman did, fleshing out the main character of Elektra versus main character of Wonder Woman. So, either it's better writing or better editing. You decide, so yeah. So, probably should say about the plot. Okay, Elektra is back from the dead. It's without explanation, but she says she's died before. She's been dead before, so, but, we're supposed to take her word for it because this is the same Elektra. Now, this thing is prequel or spin-off. This is a direct sequel-size spin-off towards the 2003 Daredevil that died, that the same was the same Elektra that died in the 2003 Daredevil brutally by Bullseye in cold blood. That got stabbed through the chest and also the spine. So, and also for the heart. So, we don't get really an explanation of how she came back from the dead. We're just supposed to take her word for it. Oh, that's where the movie kind of loses me, actually. And also, she's on the run from these assassins that are trying to kill this family that Elektra is now protecting, become this mother figure to this family, and also to this daughter of this father. Has become she basically becomes the mother figure towards this family she's pretending to protect while she's on the run with this family. So, yeah. They run into Styx. Styx helps them out. The daughter of the father's daughter learns to train with Styx, and Elektra's challenged to basically a fight from the arrogant, stupid girl that wants to fight and beat Elektra for some reason. This is okay, and she gets her okay. It's like, and then they go run from Styx and then leave Styx, and then they go to this mansion where her comic book accurate costume is being kept this entire time. That she hasn't wore till the third act. Yeah, well, I'll take that back. She wore this earlier in the film when they first introduced her, but she hasn't worn it since since the opening scene of the movie. So, why the fuck does Elektra not have her red bandana? If she, I want to know why Elektra has her red costume that she has in the comics was the same design and everything, but you didn't give her the red bandana. That's a long extension length red bandana. Why? You obviously paid great attention to detail, making how Elektra gave a more faithful comic costume of the Daredevil movie gave. Why not just go all out? Is it because Elektra's played by a white girl in this instead of a Mexican girl like in the comics? Is this because like you changed her color of her skin and her race and also her accent? But Jennifer is a white person. Elektra is Mexican in the comics. Well, it comes from a Mexican family. Well, not Mexican, straight Mexican. She has a little bit of Mexican in her heritage, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. So what was it Italian she has in her heritages? Well, it's one of them. I get those things mixed up sometimes. Those race. Okay? So I'm sorry, it's still bothering me why I'm trying. I know Fall probably getting distracted, but why the fuck does Elektra not have her red bandana from the comics if you have all the others, everything else for her comic accurate costume? But you don't have the red bandana that goes with the costume. It bothered me when Daredevil did not incorporate the 2000. It bothered me when the Daredevil didn't even try to put the bandana into a warrior costume, and it bothered me when they did Bullseye without his costume. But this gave him some sort of disfigured forehead that has a bullseye on it. So yeah, Elektra beats all the kills all the bad guys. They go their separate ways. Her and the family separate. But Stick says that she's not meant for that kind of life. Blah blah blah. We get that bullshit explanation, and she goes on away from the film. And then roll credits. And yeah, that was Elektra. My feelings to Elektra is similar to my feelings to the 2017's Gal Gadot Wonder Woman movie. It's kind of like the song, you know the song, the story of a girl? This is the story of a girl. Dun 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 dun, drown the whole world. But I absolutely love her when she smiles. It's kind of like that. You love it, but you also hate it at the same time. But at the end of the day, you gotta make a call. And gotta make a decision. And my decision is like the song I just referenced. This movie blows, and so is Wonder Woman. Which, speaking of Wonder Woman, now I'm going to talk about Wonder Woman from 2017, starring Gal Gadot. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm giving Wonder Woman. Yes. So I'm getting. Wonder Woman has similar problems with Elektra, except it's kind of worse, but in ways it's kind of better, in some ways. Well, let's say the first one I saw was better. The action scenes is better, the editing's better, and the story is more inventive than Elektra's. However, it's good compared to Elektra's. Until, it brings the whole God of War in the third act and introduces him. Then it kind of goes somehow worse than Elektra's. Not just through the story, but including the action scenes. They look like it was shot with a different budget. The climax looks like it was like something looks like shit compared to the action scenes we got early on in the film. I don't know if it was like it was just not shot as good, or if they were running out of the budget to make the action scenes look good, or what. And let's talk about the elephant room. Gal Gadot sucks as Wonder Woman in this film. I'm sorry, but shit. And I first thought it was Gal Gadot's. I'm not going to lie, I thought it was first 100% Gal Gadot's fault. But as time convinced me through watching the Snyder Cut of Justice League, how good she did in that, I'm getting a feeling it's the writer, I'm getting a feeling it's not the writer or the writers, but director Patty Jenkins. Because Patty Jenkins is a disrespectful piece of shit towards Wonder Woman. From the comics. It needs to be crucified. And set on fire. By me. Both, I would like to do. Voluntary. So, I think that says enough. What I think about Patty Jenkins. And so, fuck you. Fuck yourself, Patty Jenkins. Fuck you very much. You egotistical bitch. What a cunt. Yes. So, I'm going to talk about the plot to Wonder Woman now. Now to talk about my problems. The plot to Wonder Woman is like, we open up the film with a narration from Diana, for some reason speaking in a almost Russian or German accent. It doesn't sound American, or it doesn't even sound Amazon. It sounds like nothing, no other. It sounds like she has a cold, actually, honestly, I swear to God. Like she has a runny nose. She speaks like this. There was a time I wanted to save this wonderful, wonderful world. This beautiful world. This beautiful, beautiful world. But something changed. That's what the opening was. And we got and she gets a letter from Bruce saying, "Tell me your story." And she starts typing on a typewriter her story, that is the Wonder Woman movie, while she's working in a museum while she's on her lunch break. Yes. So it opens up with Wonder Woman as a stupid, naive little girl, pretending that she's one of the Amazons fighting, and pretending to fight when she should be somewhere else studying for something. I don't know. It's unclear what she should be, but she ran off from some place to watch the Amazon fight and pretend that she's an Amazon. Because she wants to be an Amazon warrior. So she gets caught by her mother, and then because she almost falls after running, and almost falls to a doom, gets caught by her mother, blah blah blah, and she's not starting to fight like the Amazons. So this warrior, that's family, a relative, says to the mother of Diana that she should be willing to fight like the other Amazons. And the mother says no, she must be blah 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 to have a childhood, blah blah blah, all that crap. Yeah. Which is clear that Amazon Diana, young Amazon Diana, wants to fight and wants to be an Amazon warrior, like the other Amazons. So she's probably the only one that wants to be the Amazon warrior, her choice, unlike the other ones on the end, because other ones just like they're miserable and suffering the worst type of constipation. Hi, Dan. The ones who are actively being Amazons, including the Queen of Amazons, Diana's mother. Doesn't it sound empowering to women? Constipation, ladies. Women fighting, looking constipated. Yes. So, Wonder Woman was looking at the God Killer weapon, and she's I love how the mother doesn't have any confidence in young Diane. Says, "You will never have to," saying was like such joy and proud, saying, "Don't worry, don't even think yet to wield that weapon. Only the most proud of something Amazon, strongest warrior, can wield that weapon. And that is not you, Diane, and never will be." Know how you are. Isn't the mother a rainbow full of sunshine and pep talk and knows how to kill your hopes and dreams to her daughter that wants to be an Amazon very powerful one? Wow. I'm liking the mother already, yes. That's sarcasm, by the way, okay? So, this is after she wakes up for this, and this is, then we cut to 10 years later, or 7 years later, and she's now a full young adult, played by Gal Gadot. And, before the time jump, we explained that, during her bedtime story, that, before she tells the story about Ares and the god of war, and the god can kill Ares and blah blah, and foreshadowing the third act structure of this main plot that took place after the time jump, she is first told about she was sculpted out of sand and blessed by the gods and given life by the gods after sculpting her out of sand. But Diane doesn't want to hear that, so she's like heard it all the time, so then she tells the God of War story. And then the time jump happens, and then Diana unleashes her inner power and goes super sad on the most powerless warrior. Instead of them all like surprised and congratulating her, they're all horrified of her because the woman got injured. Barely. It was more like a cut. It looked like more like a. So Diana runs away into the mountains and sees a plane crashing into the river and saves the pilot. That's revealed Steve Trevor, Wonder Woman's love interest that becomes throughout the third act of the movie. So the Wonder Womans take her as hostages and also as prisoner. No, as prisoner, not hostages. Yes. And put the last little truce on him, and that's why he's here, and he explains the whole gist about the whole war going on, and that he is a spy, works for his government, that's the USA military, blah blah blah. And the war, and all wars, basically people, and women and children, everyone's dying from this war. So one was obviously the one that horrified, but everyone's just like, this is cool. Cool. People are dying in man's world, but why should we give a shit? We're Wonder Woman, because Amazons don't give a shit, I guess, about anything except themselves. Not even with children in some life dying. We are going to hate these Amazons throughout the course of the movie. So, is the plan to make all the Amazons not sympathetic, except for one and make all the Amazons douchebags and assholes and cunts, therefore making one the only human Amazon and also relatable? That's for how we get on her side to liking her? Because it's working for me, if that's the case. But it's also pissing me the fuck off. Because it's doing that thing, well, instead of making everyone likable, we all have to make the one protagonist likable by making everyone else into assholes. Why do I feel like that's Pat Jenkins thinking that thought this was a good idea? It suggested this, right? You know, I have a funny feeling that Pat Jenkins, the director of the first two Wonder Woman movies and the writer of the sequel, Wonder Woman 2, Wonder Woman 1984, titled as, I have a feeling that she meddled with the scripts for both movies. That she had a saying into the script of what should go in there, and there was more crap than good ideas. And I have a feeling that's all because of Pat Jenkins' idea. If you see the sequel to Wonder Woman 1984, you can see the madness and stupidity that goes through this lady's mind. So, Steve just kept on Amazon for, I don't know how many longs. Blah, blah, blah. They won't let him go. So, he's kept as prisoner. Wonder Woman, after seeing Manny come after Steve and following him there, they think that Steve's behind everything. All the Wonder Woman's sisters got slaughtered, the Amazon, a good chunk of them, and including the one that one wanted to fight early on in the film before the time jump, which was the same one that she injured barely, Diane did. So that's was Diana, the God Killer, and collapsed hilariously. Oh, it's so stupid. This movie is, yes. So, and Diane just looks confused, and not sad at all, but looks very, very confused. Like, how am I supposed to feel in this moment? Confused, she looks. She just looks like she's confused and not even sad or traumatized. It's amazing. So, that's what all the rest happens. Like, seeking reference less for truth, playing with the gist. They got him in prison for life, probably. And one later on steals the God Killer weapon and also the Wonder Woman costume and breaks Steve out. And the rest of the Amazons and the mother of that's Queen of the Amazons, that's Diana's mother, meet up with Diana. She's and says the hot woman goodbyes. And she tells Diana that you will be covering treason, but there's nothing I'm going to do to stop you against your own kind, the Amazons. However, one of the Amazons says that she's not really an Amazon yet, so I'm a little confused. But okay, she can do treason against the Amazons, she's not officially an Amazon yet. Wonder Woman is. So they go to Man World, they bond over a boat ride, and explains her origin story of how she was born, and also explain the book of how men can good in bed, but not sexually please women. Is what the book says when Steve is talking to Diana, and he's all depressed and shit. So it's hilarious. So she basically insulted his manhood before he got first base or second base with Diana. And clearly he wants that. So yeah, so things are not looking too good. So they arrive to No Man's Land, meet up with the town people and his secretary. That secretary of Steve. So she thinks secretary is the same thing as a slave, and she gets struck by a baby, and goes being not only that's not made out of sand because nobody taught her how the real world works. So it's all it then becomes a fish out of water. So it's being a stupid, clueless moron. But she doesn't know anything about the real world now, outside of Amazon territory. And that's it. So she decides to go behind Emily's wish without Steve, and Steve comes with her and puts his actual truth on it, tells her the truth that this is a terrible idea and I'm going to help you. And horrified he is for his life. So yeah, they go behind Emily's, so it's no man's land. One crosses no man's land, and to save everybody, ends the war that's going on between no man's land across no man's land, and kicks ass and kills a bunch of people, kills a bunch of assholes, the bad guys, Nazi people, you know, blah blah blah. And they celebrate, dance, probably have one night stand, her and Steve, because they go to a room together. So and then they meet this doctor at this party called Dr. Poison, does a good job, and she thinks that God of War is behind all of this, and finds out she was wrong after killing him, then finds out that she was right again after she questioned and said things of this way that and different, blah blah blah. So after she got a different point of view of the world, she found she was right and chose the God of War because he's trying